Hi, Gurdeep Singh, nice to meet you. Most welcome.
Namaskar.
Hi. Sorry you got late. Got a lot of traffic.
आड़ू हट जाओ.
मैम
ऐश्वर्या वेट करो एक मिनट.
Secretary Lata Mishra, she's from Mumbai Mirror, very senior lights on farmer. So can we have मैम इधर टिके थोड़ा
मैम एक फोटो ले लीजिए. ठीक है अंदर जाइएगा. कलियों के पीछे.
Waiting for the just come closer, come closer. India जाना हाथ पीछे दादा
चेहरा ठेवा जाएगी
ठीक है
हाँ वही दो दो है
एक मिनट कौन है फ्लैश बाबू ने खाती है ना अरे ये बाबा दादा जिंगे ड्रॉप फ्लैश नीचे अच्छा फ्लैश खाती है ना दादा
हेलो एक मिनट
जी यहाँ पे
यार वो आगे इतना रास्ता
मैम यो मैम दिस साइड मैम
राइट में
मैम यो
हाँ एक मिनट पीछे
यस यस सचिन
बहुत बड़ा फैन है आपको बहुत बड़ा
बहुत फैन है
पागल है यार बाबा साहब मैं पीछे संजय थोड़ा
when you cross the Bandra
yes even if the
on the
city
left
that's
side
there is yeah
this NGO works there
that's when I first I saw it was there then I read this in the Bible
मैडम मिस मैडम
अवार्ड्स के लिए टाइम नहीं रहेगा
ऐश्वर्या जी
that was then tells us it's not in back the moment you saw this you realized
Yes,
it's not
yes.
there
Mahmool
it's there then they did
सर
गुरमीत जी
सर
सतेश
सतेश
सतेश मैडम लेकर फिर उधर
मैम को उधर ऐश्वर्या जी
ऐश्वर्या जी
ऐश्वर्या जी
ऐश्वर्या
ऐश्वर्या जी
या
That's smile again. He's not smiling.
ऐश्वर्या जी राइट सत्यनारायण समोर
right
Yes, he's from left to right.
I'm center please अब लेफ्ट में
And I reminded her, and Aishwarya also remembers that it was not so many years ago that Abhishek also came and spent a lot of time with us. And it's really wonderful to have you here. So without much ado, can I request Lata Mishra, Secretary of the Mumbai Press Club, to say a few words, welcome Aishwarya, and give a small memento from the Press Club side. Would you like to go to the lectern? And a round of applause, please. Put your hands together. Loud applause.
Okay, so I will not take much of time. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives us a great pleasure to welcome Miss Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, one of the most influential and popular celebrities, not only in India but throughout the world. Welcome to the annual Mumbai Moments calendar launch that celebrates photojournalism, films. Madam, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you. The 13 photographs that you see stand out from hundreds of images we receive as entries for the contest. Madam, may I request you to unveil the Mumbai Moments Calendar 2019 along with our partner for the event, Z Entertainment and Press Club President Gurveer Singh and committee members, please come on stage. May I request Gurveer sir to please take over the podium.
We really in the middle of transforming Mumbai with the metro station coming up behind us. I was expecting somebody would have stopped the noise, but it doesn't stop. But it's like giving us the background to the transformation captured by many of our photographers also. Without much ado, I would like to invite Palash Bhaumik, one of the judges, to come and sort of summarize for us how and with what difficulty they chose these photographs. It's been a big exercise, nearly 120 photographers entering, each of them giving as many as 2 or 3 images each, some of them up to 8 or 9 images. We had about 800 or 900 total images being entered, shortlisting all that, and the 3 judges coming together to choose the final 13 images which have gone into the calendar. So, Palash Bhaumik, he is the photo editor of Business India, a very senior journalist, a veteran, and we see his photographs every day on Facebook, new ones and amazing ones. He was just the right guy, and now he'll tell us a little bit about how the judging process took place.
Thanks, Gurveer. And good evening, dear friends. I will call you Ash. Thanks for coming, and my friends here, all of you. Uh, Judging for these Mumbai moments, it is not a child's play. All I can tell you that it was a bit tough because Fortunately or unfortunately, uh, I'm one of you. So if I have to curtail anyone, uh, I was sorry, but I had to do it because that is the way the judge does actually. So 821 pictures shot by some 100 odd photographers uh, very passionately. And I, being a photographer, I know how much effort it goes to shoot a good picture. And they all are actually, I would say not all, to be very frank, most of them were very, very good pictures. And it was difficult. But fortunately, we found a very unique way of, sorry, screening the pictures. First round, second round, third round, and we had three judges. It was not me only. So we tried to see that whether it matches, it doesn't matches. Then we came to a particular decision that we thought that let's pick up first 40 best picture that we have. So all of us actually chose 40 pictures. Then we slowly came down. We decided that let's give you an example. 10 pictures of the rains, monsoon, deluge, Bombay suffering in the rain. So what could be the best picture? So this time around, I thought that instead of showing thousands of umbrellas that we have done in the past, why not to pick up a very humanitarian photograph? A father holding his son, whose leg is injured, amputated, I guess, and there was no ambulance. You can see what a picture does actually. It tells a story. It doesn't have to be very dramatic all the time, but a simple picture can bring a lot of human story behind it, and it had. That father was really struggling to get to wade through this uh, waist deep water, his son on his shoulder. So that is the kind of picture we thought that was appropriate for monsoon instead of showing umbrellas and a lot of other. And it's not misery actually. It's not misery. Remember, it's a human effort. It is the story of a father and a son, and it was a picture shot. I'm sure the photographer didn't want to make it for Mumbai moments, but it came true. It showed the spirit of Mumbai or the people in Mumbai. So that kind of picture we thought this time it was needed because we had in the past we have seen that Ganpati immersion pictures. There are thousands and lakhs of people walking. We all covered all that in the past. This time around we thought this big city, we can hear this noise now. Quote unquote, it is being upgraded. It is upgrading. So thereby we saw this chawl which is there. Still now there is a chawl. And I'll not be too surprised maybe in near future the chawl will go. And you could see the human spirit in there also. It is not that ocean of people dancing and making huge jamboree of tasha and band party and stuff like that, gulal and all that, or immersing the idol in the sea. It was not that. It was a simple picture that they were trying to maneuver that huge idol in that small passage between this chawl, the little lane alley. I found that was very, very interesting. So that is how this time around we thought that let us not take all dramatic pictures all the time we did, but we should take the pictures which will remind us the year that is passed by, and I'm sure you will all appreciate that it was done pretty well. and I'm sure you'll all appreciate that. I thank all the participants once again, and the winners, all my brothers. Unfortunately, there's no sister. I wish there was a female photographer, but nevertheless, we expect that maybe in future. I thank you all again. I thank Ash and all my friends at the AS. Good night.
Uh, Friends, much of this event has been made possible because of a dedicated band of photographers who have been constantly interacting with Aishwarya over so many years, outside airports, near her house, following her, the paparazzi as we call them. But I mean, it's a kind of organic relationship. They've grown up together, and they insisted we want Aishwarya. So we said, of course, we're going to have it. And I think among them is Sachin Gokhale, who I must invite. He's going to say a few words and also present a memento to you.
नमस्कार. मी मुद्दाम मराठीत बोलतो कारण आपल्याला मराठी उत्तम येतं. ऐश्वर्याजी मला माहिती आहे. आदरणीय गुरुबीर सिंग साहेब, माझे ज्येष्ठ आणि श्रेष्ठ सहकारी, ज्यांना ज्यांना पुरस्कार मिळाला आहे ते माझे सर्व मित्र, आदरणीय व्यासपीठ, तसेच केवळ मुंबईचीच नव्हे, महाराष्ट्राचीच नव्हे तर संपूर्ण जगातील रूपसुंदर, सर्व गुणसंपन्न, ऐश्वर्या संपन्न, माझ्या स्वतःच्या फेवरेट पद्मश्री ऐश्वर्या राय बच्चन. खरे तर माईक समोर बोलणे हे आमचे काम नाही, हे आपल्याला माहितीच आहे. ते आपल्यासारख्यांचे काम आहे. आम्ही नेहमी कॅमेऱ्याच्या पाठी राहणारी माणसं, कारण आपल्यासारख्या सेलिब्रिटींना फोकसमध्ये आणण्यासाठी आम्ही नेहमी आउट ऑफ फोकसमध्येच असतो. साधारण 1-1.5 महिन्यांपूर्वी आमचे सर्वांचे मित्र श्री सुनील खंदारे यांनी ऐश्वर्याजींना एका कार्यक्रमात आमच्या कॅलेंडर लॉन्चसाठी आमंत्रण दिले. त्यांनी कुठलेही आडेवेळे न घेता मनाचा मोठेपणा दाखवून केवळ 1 मिनिटात आपला होकार कळवला. त्याबद्दल त्यांचे एक अभिनंदन करावे तेवढे थोडेच आहे. मला फक्त इथे 2 मिनिटं बोलायला दिले आहेत, पण आमचे काम हे फक्त 2 मिनिटांचेच असते हे आपल्याला सुद्धा माहीत आहे. आपल्याविषयी जर बोलायला गेलो तर आत्ता सुरुवात केली तर कदाचित पहाट होईल. मॅडम 2010 साली ह्याच कार्यक्रमासाठी अभिषेक सर सुद्धा येऊन गेले होते. ह्या वर्षी आपण आलात, त्यामुळे पुढील वर्षासाठी अमिताभ साहेब येणार याची आम्हाला 100% खात्री आहे. त्यासाठी आपण थोडी मदत करायला आम्हाला. गुरबीर साहेब, आमच्या बॉलिवूड छायाचित्रकारांची आपल्याला एक प्रेमाची विनंती वजा सूचना आहे की 13 फोटोमध्ये कमीत कमी 2 छायाचित्र तरी आमची लागावी, आमच्या माणसांची, जेणेकरून कॅलेंडर थोडे ग्लॅमरस होऊ शकेल. बघा आपण एकदा प्रयत्न करून. असो, पुन्हा एकदा सर्व विजेता छायाचित्रकारांचे खूप खूप मनापासून अभिनंदन आणि शुभेच्छा. ऐश्वर्याजी, आपण वेळात वेळ काढून इथे आलात त्याबद्दल आपले सुद्धा खूप खूप अभिनंदन आणि आपले सर्वांचे आभार. धन्यवाद. गुड नाईट. थँक्यू.
सचिन साहब, आपको कुछ मेमेंटो देना था इन्हें.
ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ मी एंड माय
No, on behalf. You can't be let
सुनील खंदारे, सर्व इथे रजनीश काकडे, सर्व इथे आमचे मित्र आहेत. फोटो तेव्हा तुम्हाला एक मेमेंटो देणार आहेत, त्याचा त्यांनी स्वीकार करावा. प्लीज
Come, please come. Their photo. Film fraternity. Okay, guys, we won't have time for the awards. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Rajesh. Okay, guys. Thank you. So we've got to get on with the function, otherwise our guys are going to go home without their checks. So let's get on with it. Uh, we're celebrating our 50 years. It's right now we started with about 30 people playing carom and stealing a drink. It used to be what you see as Nirman Bhavan, the Mada Bhavan. All those engineers used to sit in a little a kind of a little hut here, and finally these chaps sort of moved off, and the space was empty. So the Bombay Union of Journalists, a large number of them, began drinking and playing their carom in the BUJ premises. So some said, look, this is not commensurate with journalistic or rather with trade union work. So you guys go and set up your own house. So a requisition was made. The government gave a little place, and it was a little shed literally, which started in the 1970s, and it's grown to about 2000 here itself where we were, and we slowly encroached a little left, a little right, here and there, regularized it, and well, it's now a formal lease of about 579 square meters with about 2,500 members today. We rebuilt around 2007. At that time, it was literally a shack. We rebuilt it to this position. Now we've run out of space, so we're reconstructing. We've got our most of our permissions through. We're waiting for a few more. With your blessings, this is going to be a ground plus 5 structure very soon, and we're going to be able to do much more than we are. But just to tell you, even this little space, it's where during lunchtime, during assignments or in between assignments, a large number of journalists just come and chill out here. Times of India has its own building here, so they don't, but a lot of people on the move, especially the photographers, the video journalists, the photo cameras, the video crews, they come and park their car, have a little lunch, have their chai, move on to the next establishment or to the next assignment. So it has become part of their second home, their second lives. So Press Club has become that. So it's really wonderful to share this little moment with you. And the Press Club has been sort of taking up these issues where it's not just the question of giving facilities, but to raise the bar of journalism in all forms. And one of the areas is photography. And such a calendar kind of an event where people compete, try and collect throughout the year, the photojournalist is looking out for great shots. He's looking out for that image that is going to make it. And that's the whole idea, to raise the bar. Similarly, we have these Red Ink Awards, which is for print and broadcast journalism, for digital journalism. For photojournalism, this is a smaller sort of gathering and smaller awards for the Mumbai journalists, for the members who are from the Mumbai circuit. And this is the award which sort of contributes to raising the bar of photography, to getting us to do things better. As far as this wonderful moment with you, everybody knows Aishwarya, but it's sort of understanding how people move from one career to the other and find that growth. From a model to becoming Miss World in 1994, people remembered it, captured that photo. Mukesh Parpiani is here, who captured this wonderful picture, and it's there adorning us behind. Today he's a curator with the NCPA. It's fascinating. He's changed his career. You went on from being Miss World to being one of the most fascinating artists, actors who came into Bollywood, winning the Padma Shri in 2009 and the Order of Letters by the French government in 2012. That's an amazing sort of achievement. So we see, and from then on to theatre, and finally I hear it's on to Gulab Jamun now. So it's sort of one after the other. We see a career change, a growth, a fascinating impact on everything around you, and it's something which an actor not only entertains but contributes in a bit of transformation of society. Why I say this is so many of my colleagues, people like Pradeep Guha, I mean, there is a sort of understanding, or there is a sort of criticism of the entertainment part of media, that this is sort of a little bit fluffy. It's sort of going over the head. It's not really cerebral. But it has a certain contribution. Millions of people follow it. Millions of people get their entertainment. And we must understand that plays an important part. It makes careers. And as people like Aishwarya, people like Abhishek are expanding and growing in their careers, we find that sort of symbiotic relationship with so many of us. The symbiosis of, say, a friend of mine, Pradeep Guha, who sort of curated the Miss World and all the Miss Feminas, sort of that kind of interaction, he made a career out of it, out of entertainment. And following that, the directors, the producers of the various films, and take our own kind, take our own tribe of photojournalists. So many of us who are waiting outside airports, who are waiting outside ma'am's house to take the next picture for the next premiere, coming there, and I mean they are waiting for that shot, which will make not only the next day's page one, but will make themselves a certain career, a certain creative person in the business, in the professional business of media communication. Friends, it's a symbiotic relationship that we've all grown up with. And it's an important thing that as people grow, other people grow with them. And I think that's the understanding that our friends from the film circuit who have actually invited her have sort of sought to portray. I mean, the kind of love and the kind of imagination, the kind of joy that they get in interacting with each other. A whole group of them have actually got modaks, certain samosas, and some kinds of koli vada kind of snacks, which apparently they've learnt over the years that Aishwarya writes, and they've got this whole parcel there. I don't know whether she's going to have time to do that, but I said, please take it in your car and have it on the way back. I'm sure she's going to be hungry. So what I'm saying is, this is the kind of affection that you see, that it's not just careers. I mean, these are the guys who hung out outside airports for hours waiting for that shot. These are the guys who hung out behind trees waiting for not only Amitabh to walk out, waiting for Aishwarya to walk out. And as she's coming back from a foreign travel or whatever it is, get that fantastic one picture which is going to make it to the next day. So it's something which we have to see, that we are in the way of creative artists. We are creating new things. We are creating new forms of entertainment. And this is on a sadder note, it is also a crisis of photojournalism, which we must understand. As technology moves on, photojournalism, the still photograph, is getting used less. Media houses are kind of rolling back the number of photojournalists. It's a sad thing. Where there were 6 before, there are 4 today. And there is a lot of unemployment in this area. Those who are writers are being asked on their cameras, rather on their cell phones, to take the photographs. AP, so many of these big AFP, many of the writers, all of them have done away with photographers. And we have to find new ways of expression. So it's a sort of crisis that the economy is facing. It's a crisis which media is facing. And as photojournalism tries to find new ways, I'm sure in the digital world there is going to be the way out. The traditional print journalism is definitely something which is sort of sharply coming down. At the same time, digital platforms are opening up. Different other platforms are opening up. People are transforming to other forms. So these are the challenges which are there. And it's sad, but we have to retrain ourselves. We have to think of new avenues, and we've got to think of the bigger picture. Friends, we won't take long. We have to get on with the award ceremony. Thank you very much once again, Aishwarya ji, for coming. A round of applause for the symbiotic relationship between photojournalism and Bollywood. And I think she represents it here. A round of applause for her. Hello, hello. We're rolling on to the awards. Can I request Azhar Khan, who's done the cover page, to come on stage? Request everybody to sit down so that the people at the back can have a look. Thank you very much. So this was the cover one. January was Dattatreya Khedekar. Could we have Dattatreya on stage? इसके बाद दीपक सालवी. Thank you. Thank you very much, Deepak. Many congratulations from everybody. Loud round of applause, please. Solanki Karbal. Applause, applause. Why are we frozen? April, loud applause, loud applause. May has been many congratulations, Emmanuel. This one needs a double clap. This is Imtiaz Sheikh, who won June and July, 2 awards. Imtiaz Sheikh, June and July. Wonderful. Many congratulations. Loud applause. Many congratulations again. Thank you very much, Imtiaz. KK Chaudhary, August. Okay. नहीं ऐसे मत करो. We have to get on with it. Congratulations, Imtiaz. We'll carry on now. Thanks so much. KK Chaudhary gets August. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. KK Chaudhary. Thank you very much, KK. Thank you. Sachin Vaidya, September. Come, Sachin. Congratulations. Come. उस साइड चले जाओ. Congratulations, Sachin. Next is Sanjay Hadkar. Thank you very much, Sanjay. Satij Shinde for November. Congratulations, Satij. Thank you so much, Satij. The last but not the least, Sant Kumar for December. And before we ask you to speak, Aishwarya, can I request you to present a small memento to our judge, Palash Bhaumik, with the calendars for doing all the very hard work of the selection process. Thanks so much, Palash. Before we wind up, to come and say a few words, either on the lectern or you can sit and do it.
Saglyanna 2019 चा शुभेच्छा आणि नमस्कार. Good evening. Hello everybody. This is such a fun evening. Thank you so much. Gurpreet ji, Palash ji, Lata, all my family of photographers from the industry, from the media. I call you all family because Gurpreet ji, you were right when you said we have grown together for 20 plus years. We went, he counted decades, a couple of years, decades, 20. He's a little more than that. This is proof of that. And so many memories as you were speaking, as I look at all the faces, the silent smiles that we exchange. It's our lives which have been intertwined together for so many years. Memories, events, occasions, milestones, life experiences. Yes, you've been a part of it all, actually, quietly recording it, patiently waiting for the moment, as you rightly pointed out. Sometimes impatiently making sure you get it. But that is our life. That is our life together, intertwined. And that's us. We are an us at the end of the day. You know it, we know it, and that's the way we lead our lives every waking day. And I think the proof of the camaraderie and the bonhomie is right here at moments like this, irrespective of whatever the occasion. In our silent smiles, we communicate so much. In our namaskars, in our hellos, as we shake hands through the eyes. If we know something has happened the other day, there's a bit of a trip or fall or push or nudge. Um, it's mutual. We know what goes with the turf. Every person, girl, boy, man, woman, who stepped into being a part of the limelight, showbiz, being seen, has known what goes with the turf. Every one of you who chose this as your lifeline, as a career, as a hobby, as a passion, has known what goes with the turf. And yet here we are, and we coexist as a family. And it's evenings such as this when you're here with your families, where it, it reiterates the kind of warmth that we mutually share with each other, so sweetly underlined. When you know, yes, I completely understand Marathi and I wouldn't dare speak in it because I wouldn't want to make any errors and I wouldn't want to, uh, you know, um, play with sentiments. So I wouldn't want to make any error in the language, but I completely understood you, Sajani. And thank you all for your warmth, all of you. How sweetly you all have brought, you all know I'm a foodie over the years, and you'll have brought sweet homemade modaks, yes, पुरणपोळी सगळं माहिती आहे मला सांगितलंय खालती. Uh, and they have promised that if I don't sit there and eat, kind of a nice little goodie bag is going with me on a lovely drive back, very long drive back, thanks to Mumbai traffic all the way back home. So I am quite sorted for the evening, but that's us. That's being Indian. That's being Mumbaikars. That's being homely. That's being familial. I think that's the larger point, and I'm very very touched. So thank you. Uh, being welcome today. Sunelia, where are you? You made sure. Oh, it's lovely how he did it. I must tell you. So I was at an occasion that annually now I celebrate on my father's birthday for Smile Train. And after clicking pictures, I was very sweetly just stood up and I want to know who was the guy next to him. When he asked me, he said, you'll come for this? I said, yeah, sure. And after saying yes, when I looked to his left, there was this guy with a phone. And I was like, आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Record कर रहे हैं? Confirmation अब भी ले रहा हूँ. I was like, amazing. That was just so insightful and how instant. But luckily, I'd already said yes. And I'm more than happy to be here. And when I was coming here today, I realized Abhishek has been here. He left this morning on his outdoor. Someone at the airport might already have got him. 3 have nodded, yes. So he has left on an outdoor today, and as I looked in your direction. हाँ मिल गया ना तस्वीर हाँ तो so we talked about it and he said he's been here before and he did share with me of how wonderful this evening is, how you all have such a good time with your family, and it's so nice that there is a place like the Mumbai Press Club, and I'm very warm to hear that it is, and the way it has grown. I mean, just when you shared that experience, that journey. It's so heartwarming. I'm sure has been challenging, but you shared it so positively, Gurpreetji. It's just so nice to just put it casually, and you're bringing in the essence, the spirit when you refer to your carom days, and that just goes to show of how much of a journey of teamwork this has been. And yet, you're right when you say that today, this art form needs so much more appreciation and encouragement. So, in this day and age, the art form of photography, when celebrated with the release of an annual calendar like this, it's respectful. It's us doffing our hat off at this art form, which is meeting its challenges with technology, doing what it is today, and everybody believing that they already have a knack for photography. And yet today it's made me smile when I see some of juniors here, some of the kids, picking up their, whether it's a father, uncle, whoever's professional camera, I've tried to give you proper smiles in between while you're trying to kind of sneak in. Because it's just so sweet how encouraged and how respectful they are of the equipment and are not just tossing out their phone, which definitely has a camera, and that could so easily be, it's lighter on the hand, and yet these little boys here, these little kids, and some of the sisters slash wives slash nieces have been picking up the professional camera as well and trying to take a couple of pictures of us, me here on stage. And truly, God bless. I wish you all the very, very, very best because you're respecting the kala, the creativity of your family, of your elders, and that's again an insight into who we are as a people and how we pass on um, and how we educate. Educate is not only bookish, education is also how we pass on and we share and we respect um, what is ours and what we know. And it's reflected also today in a lot of the photographs that I saw. I don't even know why I took this from you because I'm not reading a thing. So I'm just going to continue speaking from the heart. The photographs that we saw today are amazing. They're just, I mean, year after year, I can only begin to imagine the kind of collection that has grown over the past 17 to 18 years, if it's from 2000. So, but the ones today too reflects the dichotomy, the vibrancy, the extremes of our city of dreams. You know, everything that we experience, it's slice of life, like we know it, that we believe we are seeing every day, and yet probably do not um, stop to exhale and actually take it all in. And when you're capturing it and letting us all reflect at this artwork, photography. Um, it definitely needs a lot more exhibition, appreciation, and viewing. And I guess while technology is challenging and bringing in, dare I say, a lot of competition into this space, I think we need to possibly, because there is no cure. I was just talking to Palashi and saying, what could possibly be the, because this is the call of the day. I mean, this is the world we're living in, we're going to continue. But possibly you can look at ways to embrace the potential of technology to, to further the reach of, visibility of your creativity. Possibly that can be um, viewed as a plus, and you know, in a split second you can have millions viewing your creativity, and those who appreciate art will appreciate art. It's just up to uh, the viewer, uh, the appreciating consumer, or just people at large who who stop for a second in life and appreciate your creativity. So I will reiterate that while I can imagine how challenging this was for Palaji and the other two jury members, who I never want to be on jury of things because it's just so tough. And as he rightly put it, how could he choose amongst his own, as in he knows what his fellow photographers go through to capture that moment. And when you're an artist, you have the capability to appreciate the talent of other artists. So how do you break it down? How do you bring it down to just 13, 12 or 13? It's impossible, but they have done it. And while we applaud the 13 that we have celebrated this evening, we continue to applaud the continued interest in photography as an art form by all of you and all those out there who are watching, who are listening, who are celebrating their friends, their gurus, their relatives here. And thank you so much for inviting me today. It's been my pleasure to celebrate with you, to share with you, to applaud you, and to congratulate each and every one of you. And a special thank you also to the photographers I know and have known over the years for being a part of my life, for making every event eventful, memorable. And yeah, we have shared each other's lives. I smile at all of you. You'll all have your code words Sir, aap to hamesha ek one special madam, he would say. So anywhere in the crowd, the way he'd say it, he knows I would look at him. You would always loom tall, and you'd be there above everybody. There are just everyone has this one special word. You I've known for years. It's just you all make me smile, and so you'll get it real. And thank you for having us share our lives. You've been part of all my personal moments in my life as well. So thank you, and all the positivity is mutual. Have a great year ahead and have a blessed life ahead. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thanks. Oh, please. Aishwarya, just 2 minutes. Word of. Please. Just wind up the proceedings. Thanks so much for the warmth which you exhibited. It was really moving that you put aside your prepared speech and came out from the heart. Thank you very much for that. But the word which we should really hang on to is the question of what lies ahead. The digital experience ahead which we have to explore. I think that's really important, because here we see an audience of 75 to 100. But once we leave this place, what we're going to communicate from here will go out to 1 million people. It goes on to Google, it goes on to Facebook, which was not there. 10 years ago, the audience was just that audience. But this audience of 100 expands to 1 million. So that's the way ahead, and that's what we should grasp. This could not have been possible without Zee Entertainment being on our side, and they are very much committed to the same things which you and me spoke about. And this exhibition is now going to travel to very many business centers and going to be put up in business houses, in corporate business centers, etc., for more people to look at it. Lastly, it's been a very powerful team of photographers, our photojournalists from the managing committee and others. I don't want to name them. I leave that to my colleague Mrityunjay Bose to say a few words of thank you and wind up the proceedings thereafter.
Good evening. I'm sure I'm going to finish it in 2 minutes, not more than that. Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming and gracing the occasion. It's a sort of a full circle that would like to happen when Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Jayaji also comes and grace the future Mumbai Moment Awards. We would like to thank Zee Entertainment Enterprises Limited, our partners in this event. Our thanks are due to all the contestants, those who have entered and those who have won. Each entry is a winner. I must say, each person who has entered is a winner in this award. I would like to thank all the jury members, Mr. Palash Ranjan Bhaumik, Amol Shedge, Sam Balsara, all the managing committee members, particularly our photographer members, Ashish Raje, Prashant Nakwe, Sachin Haralkar, Prashant Natkar, Praveen Kajrolkar, Mr. Sachin Gokhale, Rajnish Kakade, all the staff and the family members of the winners, those who have come here, our catering partners, professional. And before I end, I would like to say a very important thing is that January 8, as I speak, we stand in the crossroad of history. Madam, you have been a UN Goodwill Ambassador, and you have been associated with various social causes. It was on this day in 1964 when President Johnson introduced the bill which is known as the War on Poverty. And the journalists here are somehow bringing all those things to light. The Marathwada drought, the floods, how the poor people are suffering. In fact, if we do not have the page 1 headline and a photograph on the page 1 of a newspaper, I think a newspaper is nothing. So it's what the photographers and the journalists who make the papers, and people like celebrities, those who bless us and keep our inspiration going, keep to allow us to keep going. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming. So refreshments are there, gentlemen.
One last thing, the 13 winners, please come up, we take a picture, and that ends it.
I would also like to thank Archana ji, and let me ask Lata to share and present a moment to her.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come. Just one with us.